On the 7th of August 2022, the last heritage train ran under the old signalling system through Grejsdalen, or the Grejs Valley, thus marking the end of an era that had begun in the 1970s. The line through grejsdalen started as a private line, which after several negotiations about the alignment ended with a committee with members from two alignments through Vejledalen or Grejsdalen being adopted in 1883. In the years that followed, there was much discussion about whether the line should go one way or the other, and later whether it should be built as narrow gauge with a gauge of 1 meter rather than standard gauge of 1435 millimeters. In the following years, funds were found for the line, and after a series of negotiations, work began on the line in 1892, and the line opened in 1894 between Vejle and Give. In 1914, the line could be opened between Give and Herning after it was transferred to the state, and thus the state railways that same year. A 111 years later, the infrastructure is under Bane Denmark, the Danish version of Network Rail, but is still operated by the DSB, State Railways, which since then has had company by the private company Arriva, that now goes under the name Go Collective, with their mix of Lind and Desiro sets, in addition to a number of heritage trains over the years. Since 1977, the Kolding Locomotive Club, which later became the South Jutland Heritage Trains, has run between Vejle and Jelling, when they were hired to run special trains on the occasion of the Vejle 650th anniversary as a town, and subsequently became tradition, often hauled by their small F-class locomotive 694, which today can be seen at the Old Town Museum in Aarhus. In 2021, however, it was clear that time was running out for the old trains, as the new ETMS signalling system was just around the corner, and therefore the Christmas trains in December 2021, as seen here, hauled by TK VDA number 12, and later the trains in August 2022, the very last of which was run by Heritage Train West's MT152, the last times you could see heritage trains in Grejsdalen. With the farewell of heritage trains through Grejsdalen, there's also an ever-shrinking area that the heritage trains across the country can use. However, one can hope that in the future a solution will be found to allow the old trains to have the new ETCS system built into them, which will be used to communicate with the ETMS signaling system. But all of that requires time, money, and a little bit of legislation. Thank you for watching this delayed installment of the Danish Railway Series Advent Calendar, and I hope to see you all in the next and final episode.